Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
That's right. We've got some companies for you to watch more closely, and helping us out, Dan Koh. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan. How's Thursday looking for you so far?
Swimmingly well. How's your Thursday?
Not too bad. I actually slept a little bit earlier last night, so I actually feel a lot fresher than usual, Ryan.
So that's like 9 p.m.?
No, 10:30.
Oh, okay.
That's a success, okay? That's a milestone for me, because I usually sleep a little bit later than that.
Yeah.
But welcome to Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends to risks, as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. 8855-0893. Be part of the conversation and tell us whether you think it's going to be a hot or not. You ready, Ryan?
Let's get into it.
All right. How big of an automobile fan are you, Ryan?
Probably not as big as you.
Me?
Yeah, I think you're a bigger fan.
Two-wheeler, I must say. Not so much on the four. But we're turning to the four today because we're exploring a Japanese industrial corporation that manufactures automobiles, trucks, and buses under the names Nissan and Infiniti.
My first car was a Nissan, actually, a Skyline.
Oh, and what happened to it?
This is overseas. I sold it when I came back.
I see, Ryan. Well, Nissan also designs and manufactures such products like communication satellites, pleasure boats, and machinery, and headquarters are in Tokyo. So the reason why I've brought this company to our attention today is because not so good news for Nissan Motor. They've vowed to close 7 factories and slash 20,000 jobs after posting its biggest annual loss since the French car maker Renault rescued it from near bankruptcy about a quarter century ago. So the Japanese automaker decided against issuing an operating profit forecast for the fiscal year ending in March 2026, and it reported a net loss of $4.5 billion for the year that ended in March, which also marked the worst since financial year 1999, Ryan, more than 25 years ago. So first thoughts.
Yeah,
What do you make of
Nissan
this?
has this complicated relationship with Renault, which of course is the French car maker.
Yeah.
And then you have a Japanese car maker. So they sometimes have conflicting agendas, and I think that's been reflected in the way the relationship has played out in the past few years.
That's right, and it seems like a lot of consumers like yourself are not liking Nissan too much, are you?
No, I'm all right. Whatever fits my budget.
I see. Ryan's a simple man. All you got to do is to match the price. Now, at its latest post-earnings briefing, newly minted CEO Ivan Espinosa, who has held roles at the car maker since 2003, has said that Nissan must prioritize self-improvement with greater urgency and speed, and it would reduce the number of its auto plants to 10 from 17 under what it's called the recovery plan to carry out decisive and bold actions to enhance performance and create a leaner, more resilient business that adapts quickly to market changes. But it did not specify which plants were being closed, but it would include the ones in Japan. So this comes as the ailing Japanese automaker has been struggling to turn around its business as its aging lineup failed to win over consumers in the US and China. So it had already replaced most of its top executives after efforts to combine with Honda Motor had fell apart earlier this year. That leaves it in urgent need of another lifeline. But the CEO also did say that while, it was sad to see how the Honda deal fell through, it's still one of the many candidates when it comes to projects, partnerships, integration, capital investments, and spin-offs. And, they will still continue a strategic relationship focused on EVs and batteries. So I guess there is still some hope in the relationship between Nissan and Honda to at least try to collaborate in some terms. But, the CEO also signaled a more decisive way forward than forged by previous CEO Makoto Uchida, who was criticized for not being aggressive enough. And he expressed his reluctance to shutter factories during the talks with Honda, according to the previous CEO, citing Nissan's pride and the need to maintain its operational independence. So in this case, Ryan, would you think it was wise for him to have held back? The previous CEO, I mean?
It's a tough one, right? So the writing has been on the wall for quite some time. Many Japanese car makers have been struggling with all the competition they've been seeing from especially China.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy industry to work in. And if you think about what's been going on as well, you've got the tariffs they have had to grapple with. Just looking at what Nissan has been saying about tariffs, I think they flagged that they will see an impact from these tariff policies to the tune of 4 billion Singapore dollars. And then plus on top all the troubles it's been facing, not surprised that it is cutting back.
That's right. It's a tone that we're seeing all across the automobile industry. But that being said, I mean, there's still some hope for Nissan because Honhai Precision Industry has emerged as a front runner for post-Honda, with Chairman Yang Liu saying in February that his company has approached Nissan and Honda about a potential cooperation when the two were involved in talks to combine. So it's not clear whether the Taiwanese iPhone maker, known as Foxconn, has been clear about its desire to assemble electric vehicles for Japanese automakers. But we'll just see whether this develops over time, and hopefully this works out well for Nissan. But as of now, my verdict for Nissan is probably going to be a not. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, it needs to find some mojo again.
Yeah.
Maybe a new category to focus on, like you mentioned, EVs or batteries or some part of the supply chain. Maybe a new bike even.
Oh, I'd like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the share price so far, I mean, since its IPO about, I believe it was 2000, it's been down 26%, Ryan, to 354 yen. That shows how much improvement it needs to be made at Nissan. But yeah, that would pretty much do it for our analysis and focus for today's stock, Nissan. And Ryan, you were a Nissan consumer, right?
I was.
Do you know what was Nissan's original name?
No, it's a tough one. Give me some clues.
Nissan was originally called Datsun, a name derived from the DAT model, an acronym for the three founding investors. And did you know, just like Elon Musk, Nissan had also helped launch a satellite into space, and they manufacture other products like rocket engines as well?
No, I didn't know that. So, yeah.
Interesting fact. So, what do you call the world's most badass sedan?
Bad son?
Liam Nissan.
Gosh.
And that's all we have for Nissan.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.